Om. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishvotpatyadihetave Tavatre Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukadambrutadravasayutam Vivada Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjivayatya Kila Shakti Dharasvadhamna Anyansha Hastacharana Shravanatvagadeena Pranana Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. Om Samasta Devatabhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Brahmanebhyo Acharyebhyo Bhaktebhyo Sadhubhyo Sadhakebhyo Tirtebhyo Kshetrebhyo Nadinadebhyo शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृषिभ्यो अत्र्यादृषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय ग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। अद्य शङ्कराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातोनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं समस्त पुराण इतिहास उक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहानन्दानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं च सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च समस्त सनातनधर्मसाधकभक्तानां विघ्नशत्रुनिर्मूलनद्वारा शक्तिसम्पदावाप्तिद्वारा धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये दिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं विश्वशांति कल्याणे कथा प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य द्वादशस्कन्धस्य पारायणमध्येन वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. Friends, as every day, so today also, let us give a chance to the Lord to bless us. Let us take a chance to remember the Lord with all the conscious mind possible. Every day, what we are doing is a routine of Parayanam and study. But in that routine, we are again every day attempting for these following things. One, the concentration of mind. Second, alertness of the intellect. Third, studying a glorious text. Fourth, through that trying to understand the greatness of Bhagavan. Thus, fifth one, trying to know what should be our goal, what should be our life lived for, and what for our life should not be wasted for. This is how these 1 2 hours is becoming a good opportunity taken given by us to ourselves to do the sadhana which left to ourselves independently we may not be able to do so effectively. Especially in the class, the entire Guru Parampara, Devata Parampara are there to bless us. Therefore, we need their blessings also for us to counter all the prarabdha or all non-positive which we have brought from many lives. So all these put together are our 2 hours of these practices. Let us do first chanting of 10th Skandha, Purvardha, 43rd chapter, half yesterday we saw. Now, how each of them, looking at Krishna and Balrama, remembering all the Leelas they have done, try to praise them. And then this Chanura asking Krishna Balarama to have a wrestling fighting with them. This chapter contains these topics. In the next 44, the Mushtika Chanura Yuddha with Krishna, Balrama and Krishna. Then those two are killed. Mushtika Chanura, Bhagavan maar dete hain. Then many others come. They also are eliminated. Others run away. Then this Kamsa becoming angry and all. Krishna even attacking him, pulling onto the Rangamancha for as if wrestling. But by the time he is pulled only, he heart attack and he died there. So that is how Krishna comes an Niryanam, all that Jyoti entering into Bhagavan, all is wonderful. The more we read them, the more Bhagavat Smarana happens. To that, if you can add the Sankalpa, O Lord, through this Smarana of you, may my devotion to you grow. May you bless me exactly to live what, for, and how. May I know it. May that way, every moment exactly do what you want to do, you want me to do, and thus make you also happy, make myself also evolve. Let us start from chanting 21 onwards. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Dashama Skandha Purvardha Atatrichatvarimshodhyayah. Shri Shuka Uvacha Pivanta iva chakshurubhyam Lihanta iva jihvaya Jigranta iva nasabhyam Slishyanta iva bahubihi Uchu parasparam tevai Yatha drustam yatha shrutam तद्रूपगुणमाधुर्य प्रागल्भ्यस्मारिता इव एतौ भगवतः साक्षात् हरेर्नारायणस्य हि अवतीर्णा विहांशेन वसुदेवस्य वेश्मनि एष वै किल देवक्यां जातो नीतश्च गोकुलं कालमेतं वसन् गूढः ववृधे नन्दवेश्मनि पूतनानेन नीतान्दम् चक्रवातश्च दानवः अर्जुनौ गुह्यकः केशी धेनुकोऽन्ये च तद्विधाः गावः सबालाः एतेन दवाग्नेः परिमोचिताः कालियो दमितः सर्पः इन्द्रश्च विमदः कृतः सप्ताहमेकहस्तेन धृतोद्रिप्रवरो मुना वर्षवाताशनिभ्यश्च परित्रातञ्च गोकुलम् गोप्योऽस्य नित्यमुदित हसितप्रेक्षणं मुखं पश्यन्त्यो विधांस्तापान् तरन्ति स्माश्रमं मुदा वदन्त्यनेन वंशोऽयं यदोऽसु बहुविश्रुतः श्रियं यशो महत्त्वं च लप्स्यते परिरक्षितः अयं चास्याग्रजः श्रीमान् रामः कमललोचनः प्रलम्बो निहतो येन वत्सको ये बकादयः दिनेष्वेवं ब्रुवाणेषु तूर्येषु निनदत्सु च कृष्णरामौ समाभाष्य चाणूरो वाक्यमब्रवीत् हे नन्दसूनो हे राम भवन्तौ वीरसम्मतौ नियुद्धकुशलौ श्रुत्वा राज्ञाहूतौ दिदृक्षुणा प्रियं राज्ञः प्रकुर्वन्त्यः श्रेयो विन्दन्ति वै प्रजाः मनसा कर्मणा वाच विपरीतमतोऽन्यथा नित्यं प्रमुदिताः गोपाः वत्सबाला यथा स्फुटं वनेषु मल्लयुद्धेन क्रीडन्तश्चारयन्ति गाः तस्माद् राज्ञः प्रियं यूयं वयं च करवामहे भूतानि नः प्रसीदन्ति सर्वभूतमयो नृपः तन्निशम्याब्रवीत् कृष्णः देशकालोचितं वचः नियुद्धमात्मनोभीष्टं मन्यमानोऽभिनन्द्य च प्रजाः भोजपतेः अस्य वयं चाभिवनेचराः करवाम प्रियं नित्यं तन्नः परम् अनुग्रहः बाला वयं तुल्यबलैः क्रीडिष्यामो यथोचितं भवेन्नियुद्धं मा धर्मः स्पृशेत् मल्लसभासदः चाणूर उवाच न बालो न किशोरस्त्वं बलश्च बलिनां वरः लीलये भोहतो येन सहस्रद्विपसत्त्वभृतो तस्मात् भवद्भ्यां बलिभिः योद्धव्यं नानयोऽत्र वै मयि विक्रमवार्ष्णेय बलेन सह मुष्टिकः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे कुवलयापीडवधो नाम 43 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Salutations to Parabrahma Shruti Mata Bhagavata Mahapurana Rupa Sri Krishna Paramatma all avatars of Bhagavata, Acharyas of Bhagavata, Bhaktas of Bhagavata, Rishimuni of Bhagavata. Also salutations to our own Gotra Rishis, our own Guru Parampara, again our own Swa Guru. Again salutations to everyone because of whom this satsanga is becoming possible. The known Shaktis, the unknown Krupas of so many subtle Shaktis that they are making this Bhagavata possible every day. They are all around. To their feet also we extend our salutations. Through the Bhagavata Adhyanam or any of the Shastra Adhyanam, day by day, having made our intellect sharper and full of information, using that information and sharpness, having contemplated, doubtlessly, what is the goal to be reached, what we have to do every moment exactly. These things we have to become confirmed. And then, while doing that, relaxedly, we just be on the path waiting to reach to that destination, which happens as and when the Lord blesses us. So maybe that way live our human life in that type of dignity and self-respect of exactly doing what we need to do to reach to the goal to be reached. Rest all is the arrogance of the ego, misconceptions of the mind, supported by the intellect, executed with the senses and body, which leads nothing but to the destruction and calamity only. Maybe come out of all those destructive way of life, maybe be only in creative, constructive, spiritual way of life lived at every moment. May all the maturities of all the rishis munis with which they have reached out to the divine come to us also. May we also, right from our food habits, the sleeping habits, interactions, every one of these things may we become so matured, consciously doing only that which helps us grow spiritually. May we not do those things knowingly or inadvertently which take us away from our path. So, with these few prayers to the divinity, Sankalpas, now we are in this 10th skandha. We thought of doing Parayanam, but we also started doing the meaning also. 42 chapters we saw of the 10th skandha. 43rd, now we are seeing. In that also, we saw Bhagavan coming to the Malla Ranga, having killed the Kuvalaya Pida. Yesterday, lot of explanation we gave to all these topics. Now, how everyone looked at Bhagavan Krishna, that also is seen. Then the latest was some were drinking him with the eyes, somebody were licking him with the tongue, somebody is smelling him with the nose, somebody is hugging him from the place wherever they are. So, as we saw, Bhagavan being the substratum of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Sagandha, everybody were feeling like that to Bhagavan Krishna. And these are all explanations to say that they are so happy to see Bhagavan. They feel a sort of fulfillment and divinity. Then how each one of them talk to each other, seeing Bhagavan Krishna is the theme in the second portion of this 43rd chapter, followed by the Chanura challenging Krishna to come for fighting. More than challenge, he welcomes only. He only instigates or provokes Krishna. Krishna came for that only. Where is hesitation in him? So he goes into that yuddha. Now let us see. Pibantaiva chakshurbyam. I am doing from shloka 21 of a 43rd chapter. Chakshuvase piteve lihantaiva jihvaya. They are doing the lehanam with the jihva. Jigrantaiva, see, lehanam, licking. See, that lick came from lehanam, the Sanskrit word only. Okay, jigrantaiva nasabhyam. See, nasa means nose. Then stishyantaiva bahubihi. With the shoulders hugging. Each one. In this way, uchuhu parasparam tevai. They were that way talking to each other. All the sabhasadas. Yatha drushtam, yatha shrutam. So drushtam is less for them, but the shrutam is more. The drushtam for them is mainly these few leelas. The latest one being the elimination of Kolaya Pida. Just yesterday only Bhagavan came, so some of them might have even seen his Kripa Karuna of blessing that Vayaka, blessing that Malakara, and this must be a big sensational news only when Bhagavan Krishna has blessed Kubja by straightening her, and also that Rajaka is removed. So these are all the Drushta Leelas of Krishna by some of them. But other Leelas which Lord did, they might have not seen, but they have heard. So the news was continuously reaching Mathura of Krishna's all Leelas. The ferocious Leelas of Rakshasa Dharmanam and the loving Leelas of, what do you say, the Venuganam Ityad. So that time the media persons were very, very effective and efficient. Therefore, and then what do they have so much to time, waste the time? Nothing. Therefore, these news about God Bhagavan only sensational for them. Maybe to share this only, they used to meet each other. Anyway, now these variety of things they were discussing, in which Bhagavan's Leelas they are talking. This becomes a reminder for all of us also, because we have come a long way after studying those Krishna Leelas after that 15-20 chapters. So let us remind again that our beloved Lord is so powerful to eliminate the Rakshasas and bless his bhaktas. May we also have the deep devotion to him, seeking the same to eliminate the Rakshasa Durgunas from our life and bring the divine gunas. So, ऊचुः परस्परं ते वै यथा दृष्टं यथा श्रुतं तत् रूप गुण माधुर्य प्रागल्भ्य स्मारिताः इव. They're all reminded of Rupa, the beauty of the Lord, Guna, the wonderful qualities, Madhurya, his nectarine sweetness in everything. From this Madhurya only, see, Rupa ka किसी ने वर्णन किया, गुण का किसी ने वर्णन, माधुर्य का this Mathura Ashtakam mein somebody has done the Madhurya Varnanam. Then Pragalbhya, the Pragalbhata is his ferociousness, fearlessness, Tejaha, all of that reminded they are talking to each other, quoting the Leelas of Krishna. The first one itself is so important. What is that? Etau, these two are Bhagavataha Sakshat Harehe Narayanasya hi अवतीर्णव यह अंशेना. तो ये तो भगवान नारायण के ही अवतार अंश के रूप में, अंश अवतार के रूप में आए हैं वसुदेव से वेश्मनि इन द हाउस ऑफ वसुदेव. फर्स्ट थिंग इज दिस, बलराम एंड कृष्ण आर साक्षात भगवान नारायणा's expression. Now by these many years of study, we must be very clear of these aspects that when all the devatas, Brahmadi, Bhumata pray to the Lord for the redemption from the Bhubhara, then one Bhagavan only, he took the form of Balarama and Krishna, came here to save them by eliminating those Rakshasas. So the expressions are two of Balarama and Krishna, and the expressed truth is one only. There should be no doubt. Generally, when we are the very stula level of not listening either to Vedanta or to the greatness of Lord in Bhakti, we have a doubt. Bolo, Balaram is a Krishna Narayana Avatar or Krishna is Narayana Avatar? Both of them, all the four. Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, in those forms, one Narayana only came to do the due work of Dushta Shikshanadi. So all of them have very clear understanding. They are all Narayana's Amsa Avatara, taken birth in Vasudeva's house. These two are Balarama Krishna. So, Etau Bhagavataha of Bhagavan, Sakshat Harehe of Hari, Narayanasya of Narayana, Amshena Avatirno. Bhagavan's Amsa Avataras only, where Vasudevasya Veshmani. So, no doubt. So somebody who is saying it, he must be believing, others may not believe. So it's like you and I also heard now. Among we the listeners, how many have taken it sincerely, seriously? How many have not even heard also? Each one's antakarana. But it is said thereafter, Yeshavai Kila. This is what is Krishna Devakyam Jataha, born to Devaki as Ashtama Garbhaha, then Nitaha cha Gokulam, but taken and dropped in Gokula, obviously by Vasudevaji. So, ये वाला न्यूज़ तब तो छुपा हुआ था, धीरे धीरे वो आ गया बाहर. So he is the one who was born to Devaki and taken into the Gokulam by this Vasudeva, dropped and came back. Kalam etam, so long time, Gudaha vasan, staying there secretly, Vavurdhe, he grew Nandaveshmani in the house of Sri Nandaji. So नंद गोप के घर में वो बड़े हो गए वहाँ सीक्रेटली. तो ये तो भगवान, ये तो देवकी के ही पुत्र है वसुदेवा, took and dropped there. So earlier none of them know. Slowly they came to know. Now though they are actually in front of their eyes, they are seeing that Bhagavan. So their pratyaksha darshanam with the paroksha jnanam together is Bhagavad Anubhavam only to them, as if. Then some say कि पूतना अनेन नीता अंतम, अनेन नीता अंतम नीता पूतना. I think he is the one by whom the Putana was killed. So this news reached, means they were all familiar with all these Kamsa's friends, Rakshasas and all. But because their kingdom is ruled by Kamsa, they may not be doing any harm to Mathura-vasins. But then they were sent, Rakshasas, to search out for children, especially Krishna. So en route they might have killed so many children. When they came to Krishna, they were killed in his hands. So Anena Antam Nita Putana, he is the one by whom that Putana terrible is killed. You have to add all those exclamations and feelings of surprise in the eyes and speech of them. He was small, 6 days old. He has killed such a huge Rakshasi. 1 month old, 6 days. So, Anena Putana Antam Nita. Then, Chakravataha cha. The Chakravataha, the Trunavartaha, he was also lifting him, that whirlwind. भगवान ने उनको भी गला पकड़कर दम घुड़ाकर मार दिया. You come as Chakravata, I will see that there is no Vata in your nose. Just held his gala, वो मर ही गया वो. Danavaha cha, the Pralambadi, other Danavas. Then Arjunaha Guhyakau, that Kubera Santanam of Nalakubara Manigriva, who were in the form of Arjuna Vrukshas as a Shapam, they were also liberated. That means what? In Mathura-vasiyon ko na, koi bhi leela chupai nahi. They all have known somehow or the other. कोई नहीं पता है तो नारद जी तो है ही, जाके डंडोरा पीटने के लिए. So Arjuna Guhyakau saved, from that Shapa. Then Keshi, that Keshi Rakshasa came in the form of the horse. Could be very famous fellow in that Mathura, known to all. Very terrible. Finish? Yeah. Dhenukaha, Dhenukasura also was killed, who came in the form of donkey. See, Dhenuka came in the donkey, Keshi in the form of the horse. Vatsasura came in the form of Vatsa, Bakasura was there. Then Aghasura was there, Pralambasura was there. So many, not one, not two, so many gundas. Dhenukaha Anyecha Tadvidaha, Anya means what we listed now. So many of them were killed by this one child. They were all surprised to see. So that should increase faith in us, that though Bhagavan came as Manusya in that small form, but there is no lack or dearth of the strength in him to eliminate these Rakshasas. So too, that Lord, when we invoke in our life, he too has strength to eliminate the negativities in our heart. This is what we are studying now in the 12th skandha. Hrudistaha, 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 Chittastaha, 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 Narayana. Narayana eliminates all these negativities. That we'll be seeing after some time. Now, Gavaha Sapalaha Etena Davagne Parimochitaha. All the Gopalas as well as children and cows, they were all protected not once, twice, but 3 times from the Agni by this one only, just to consume the fire. धावाग्नि से भी बचाया. Then Kaliyah Damitah Sarpaha. What a terrible snake that Kaliya was. उसका भी दमन कर दिया. Daman means control. Like Indriya Damanam. By dancing on its hoods and all. So each of Leela is a great meditation for us to increase faith in the Lord. And with that faith in Lord and prayer to the Lord only, we get the required strength, etc., to cross the Maya of the outer worldliness as well as Upadhitadatma and enter into our first devotion, etc., to God, then contemplation to the of the Lord, and slowly uniting ourselves with the Lord. Tabi hoyega, not otherwise. Therefore, he is the one who has finished that Kaliya. Then Indraha cha Vimadaha Kritaha. He is the one who made Indra also. Vimada, unko mada arrogance tha. So he subdued the arrogance even of the Indra. How? Ki saptaham, 7 days. Bhagavata saptaham. Ekahastena. Only in one hand. Dhrutaha adripravara amuna. By him only that great mountain was lifted. 7 days. It's a see, they have to believe only those who have seen, they told. प्रत्यक्ष तो जिन्होंने देखा उन्होंने ही देखा. These are all the feeds, we see in all our YouTube channels, etc. Some wonders are done by some people somewhere, various types. Hundreds and thousands you can see. Really, they are, some of them are beyond human. Very, very difficult to know. But are they any one of them greater than this? None of them, no? 7 days lifting a mountain. Anybody in the past, present, future, किसी ने कहीं किया क्या? Mountain को उठाना वही पहले वाला concept it is impossible. You may make a cartoon out of it, maybe what do you call graphics about them, but you can't really see. Hanumanji is lifted, or Krishna Bhagavan, they only can do that. And our Bhagavan in the avatar of the Kurma avatar, entire Mantrachala, which is much bigger than all these put together. उस अवतार में तो भगवान कितने योजन बड़े थे. So all this should tell us the power of Bhagavan. What we have to believe is the Shakti of Bhagavan to do the Rakshana of us as well as the Shikshana of us if we go wrong. Therefore, do what he says, don't do what he says, no. Thus, be in his good books. When he blesses, we come out of all the problems and Maya. भगवान का कहने वाली बात को करते करते, when we come out of aham and mama, then we will have a divine life of all happinesses. May it happen to us very soon. Neither we should out of arrogance do what is said by the Lord opposite of it, nor in tamoguna neglect what he tells us to do. So sattva guna exactly do what he says. In that type of life we have to enter. Both for artha prapti, dharma prapti, kama prapti, moksha prapti. Bhagavan already bata di through Shastra what to do. Let us come to that level of doing only that. And be blessed by all the Purusharthas. Now what we are doing, we either ourselves misguide ourselves with our less informed intellects, or equally useless are the other people who misguide us. And then even niyamana. That's how we are conducting our life. But with these upasanas, when we become devotee of the Lord, then the Lord will make us understand from within as well as outside, coming as a guru, exactly to live life for what as well as how. May the Lord enter our hearts through the study of these Puranas, and please, O Lord, take care of our lives from within as well as outside. Then from what? Saptaham ekastena druta adipravramana. And when he lifted that one, what happened? Varsha, rain, vata, winds, ashani, thunders, ityadi. From that, paritratancha gokulam. He has protected the entire Gokula Vasins. Those 7 days. Terribly, Indra has really sent those rains and the winds. We have seen it. उन्होंने रक्षा कर है कि नहीं? Let us all become Krishna Bhakta and pray to him that no such tsunamis or cyclones or earthquakes which are happening in the world around happen anymore in India or anywhere. I don't know whether you are watching or not. I was seeing every day at least 5 मिनट तो देखता हूँ थोड़ा सा. What amount of catastrophe or destruction. It you can't even imagine. नहीं जे अरे बाप रे. Oh. Those human beings, how they are living. Dead ones are okay, 46,000 died so far. Those have lost their family, friends, house, comforts. अब क्या करें आगे अभी. Oh, although the Lord will guide them, but what, not one or two. देखो एक छोटा सा एक्सीडेंट हुआ या एक बिल्डिंग गिर गया तो 2-3 लोग मरे 10 लोगों को निकाला गया. Itself is a विषाद. Itself, no doubt about it. But then more than 10,000s of buildings, each one will have at least some hundreds of people down to earth. When you see that mass burial and all of thousands together, it is very vidarak. हो गया हुआ होगा बहुत बार in the past history. But हमारे आंखों के सामने तो अभी देख रहे हैं ना. Maybe during World War II and 3 also, 1 and 12 might have happened like that. 3 should not come. So, if we have that devotion to Bhagavan, He will protect us from all these natural calamities. That is there, it is His power. Become bhakta for the sake of individuality, or individual you and me, and also for the sake of total. I too started praying so intensely from that 11 days onwards. Hey Bhagavan, aisa aane mat ho. So Varshabhata Asanibhyascha Paritratam Gokulam Pura. So each of the Leelas they remember. They were heard, they were hearing. They could not see live. See, they also were there at the time of Krishna Avtara, but आंखों देखा उनको तो मिला नहीं देखने को. But आंखों देखा हाल सुना उन्होंने. And they believed, and we also have to believe. Then the next one, Gopyaha, most sweetest. Asya of this Krishna's Nitya Mudita Hasita Prekshanam Mukham. Daily, Lord Krishna's happy, smiling, loving face. Pashyantyaha, seeing that Vividhan Tapan Tarantihi Sma Ashramam Muda. All the Shrama, Tapa, they used to cross. Now, this is important shloka for us. Let Bhagavan Krishna's Divya Mangala Rupa be caught by us in our hearts for our own vision whenever we want. So that, like the Gopikas, have crossed both Tapa as well as Shrama. Shrama is the hard works they have to do of the household things, whatever. Any work done by the body, tiredness to ho hi jata hai. And then this Shrama is hard work, Tapa is the other troubles. The Jwaradi Tapa, the Vedaradi Tapa, summer, winter, Tapa because of some chot lagna or any quarrels at home. So many other tapas come, no? Arogya kharab hogna. Even these diseases kaho, troubles kaho, inflictions kaho, or the hardships because of the hard works, Shrama. They just remember Bhagavan Krishna's Divya Mangala Rupa, or they're lucky enough to see. By the time they see, all their tapa goes away. That is why the Bhagavad Rupa Dhyana, seek kar, just revel in that Rupa and allow the mind to settle in its dukkha because of any of the outer or inner tap. अपने घर में भगवान की अच्छे अच्छे फोटो रखकर 1 मिनट ऐसा उनको देखकर डू ये प्रार्थना. And tell him, Lord, remove the tapa, remove the shrama. They used to enjoy that. They were working hard and tiredness and other inflictions, but they look at it, mudita hasita prekshanam, that beautiful, joyful, loving face of God. Having seen that only, their tapa and shrama used to go away. We are all tapita and shramita in our lives. And let us slowly learn the art of coming out of that moods of the mana into the joyful moods by being devotee of God. धीरे धीरे हमको उस उत्तम मानसिक स्थिति में आना है. देन वदंती अनेन वदंती मीन्स देयर इज अ कहावत, सब लोग कह रहे हैं कि अनेन by this Krishna only, I am Yadoho Vamshaha. This Yadu Vamshaha, so Bahuvishrutaha, it will become very well named and famed. Shriyam Yasho Mahatvam Lapsate will get all the Shriyam, Lakshmi, Yashaha, then Mahatvam, the greatness also it abstains, and Parirakshit. तो इस कृष्ण के द्वारा ही यदुवंश का रक्षण भी होने वाला है. फिर संपदा इत्यादि विल कम एंड इट बिकम्स ग्रेट एंड दैट्स हाउ इट इज वेरी वेल रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एवरीवेयर. यदुवंश यादव. So by him, and that is true, Bhagavan Krishna has made his Yadukula, Yaduvamsha so great with his own presence and Leela. So in this way, they are all reminded of Bhagavan Krishna's Leelas talking to each other. Beautiful, no? We are also reminded. Then they talk about Balramji also, one shloka. Ayam cha asya agrajaha. He is his elder brother, Shriman, full of all the beauties and strengths. Shri means all sampadas. Ramaha, his name Sarve Ramantika, Ramaha. Kamalalochana, look at his eyes also, how beautiful. Pralambaha nihataha yena. Pralambasura was finished by him. Vatsakaha, the Vatsasura and all his Anuyayis were killed. And Bakadayaha, the Baka, etc. In some, he himself killed. Some cases he helped Krishna also. So in that way, each one talking to each other. Acha satsang, very good. Itne mein kya hua? As they were talking, this Chanura takes the mic as if Janeshu evam bravaneshu. When the people were mutually talking like that, Turyeshu ninadatsucha, then Turya Beri Ninada sound also was going on at that time. Then Krishna Ravahu Samabhashya, inviting for the dialogue, Krishna and Balrama, Chanura Vakyam Abravit. One of the wrestlers trained by Kamsa for his own requirement is the Chanura. He invited them to talk and he spoke to Balaram and Krishna. Unka attention drag karke, hey Balaram, Krishna, I want to talk to you, whatever. So he spoke to both of them. Krishna Ramo Samyak Samabhashya Chanuraha Vakyam Abravit. What did he say? Hey Nanda Suno, hey Rama, oh Nanda Putar Krishna. He is not agreeing that he is Vasudeva Putra. Hey Rama, hey Balram. अब देखो डायलॉग बोल रहा है ना, 2 घंटे बाद मरने वाला है भैया. हे राम, then bhavantau, you both are veera sammatau, are agreed as a great veeras by everyone. Then niyuddha kushalau, you are very experts in doing all types of yuddha. Shrutva, having heard this only, ragnya ahutau, that you are invited by the Raja Kamsa. Then for what? The Drukshuna Raja Ragnya ahutau, the king desirous of seeing you, he invited you. That you are very well known, famous as a Veera, and you are also Kushala in so many yuddhas. You are experts. See how he is slowly tempting them, instigating. इतना जरूरत नहीं है. बलराम कृष्ण came for that work only, but ये उनको पता नहीं ना. Then कि प्रियम राज्ञः प्रकुर्वन्त्यः श्रेयो विन्दते प्रजाः. See, praja, the public should do priyam to Raja. When they do priyam to Raja, then they get Shreya. Because Raja will take care of them, those who do preeti to him. Is it not? Therefore, Manasa Karmana Vacha. Trikarana Shuddhi, say, with all the 3 karma indriyas of body and speech and mana, if we can please the Lord is the king here, he will take care of us. Then Anyatha, Viparita Matha Anyatha. So instead of doing priyam to him, apriyam is done. Instead of getting Shreya, we only will be troubled by the king. So राजा का अच्छा भला करो, वो खुशी से आपको सारा धन सब कुछ दे देते हैं. नहीं किया तो वो आपको पनिश भी करते हैं. So the Chanura's instigation, inviting them for the wrestling. Then he is now telling about Krishna Balrama ki Nityam Pramuditaha Gopaha Vatsapalaha Yathasputam. उनके फेसों से दिख रहा है. एंड वी हैव वेरी वेल हर्ड कि द गोपास who are vatsapalas and you are always very happily doing your daily routine. Point 1. In that Vaneshu, your daily routine was taking the calves for grazing. Point 2. Then when the calves were doing grazing, what you were all doing, children? You don't graze. You can't take the thoda grass and put in the mouth of cows. They will eat only. फिर तुम लोग क्या कर रहे थे? मल्ल युद्धेन क्रीडन्तः. Doing the krida of the Malla Yuddha, you are doing the Gaha Charanam, making the cows the grace. That means what? These children every day go, there is a main sport. A regular sport is doing the Malla Yuddha. Maybe every one of them. They played so many. In 2 chapters, we saw toward the end, same shloka, the variety of the games they were playing. But ये wrestler है इसलिए वही उसको याद है. So he's reminding कि you were practicing your wrestling, so you might have become experts by now. That means what? Even they playing the Malla Yuddha in the jungle when they took cows for grazing, that news also is known to the town. That means what? Gudachari log sab jagah hai. No news or no happening is hidden. Matlab in his way, you can imagine how this Chanura is inviting them to talk and talking to them. तुम तो वीर है भाई, सब तुम लोगों को मानते हैं, इतना बला है तुम लोगों को, और हमको ये भी पता है कि आप लोग बहुत खुशी मस्ती से जंगल जाकर गाय चराते थे. इन बिटवीन आप लोग इतना मल्ल युद्ध का प्रैक्टिस कर करके एक्सपर्ट हो गए. So that's what is tune. Tasmat, therefore, Rajna Priyam, for the Raja Priyam Karna, Yuyam Vayam cha Karavamahe. You and we, and all of us, make the Raja happy. And Bhutani Naha Prasidanti, Sarva Bhutamayo Nrupaha. देखो, Raja is Sarva Devamaya and Sarva Bhutamaya. In Raja, all beings are there, all the devatas are there. Therefore, make Raja happy, then all others also are happy, as well as the devatas or Sukshma Shaktis be also happy. So let both of us make the king happy, then everybody will be happy. So, can we go for this wrestling fight in that sort of tone that Chanura must be hefty fellow, 8-9 feet ka hoga, tagda, Balrama Krishna, only what, 8-9 years old. Utna bhi nahi hoga. Then what will Krishna reply? How humbly he speaks. So cute. He says, Tat Nishamya, having fully heard and understood what is said and meant by Chanura, Abravit Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna spoke, Desha Kala Uchitam Vachaha. Keeping in mind which place, which time, which is the occasion, he spoke the words. But inside him, Niyuddham Atmanaha Vishtam Manyamanaha. In the heart, he has no doubt, I have come for this purpose only. Wrestling करना है किसी भी तरीके से करना. Now the wrestling has become the means. Therefore, Abhinandya appreciating that praise done by that Chanuru, accepting the challenge. Abhinandya means feeling that, you came to know about all these leelas we have done. So you also know that we do the practice of Malla Krida. Oh, Raja tak pahunch gaya news. Arre वाह, thank God, अच्छा हो गया. That type of Abhinandana Krishna doing to Chanura. And inside heart, very clear that it's a well good opportunity for doing it. Atmanaha niyuddham abhishtam. In the heart, he is desirous of doing that. Then, this is Deshakala Malkar. Then he says, such a wonderful word, na? Prajaha bhojapatehe asya. Vayam cha api vanecharaha. Vayam, we people, vanecharaha, who are moving in the vana, we are also asya bhojapatehe prajaha. We also belong to him only. उन्हीं के प्रजाम है, उन्हीं से पालित राज्य काम हिंसा है, तो we are also his citizens only, like you all. So that humbleness, he is our Raja. Then he says, Karavama Priyam Nityam Tat. Karavama Priyam Nityam. In fact, for making me happy only, all those things we do, थोड़ा उसमें वो subtle sarcasm है कि उनको खुश करने के लिए सारे राक्षसों को मारा. But यहाँ हम जरूर उनका प्रेम करेंगे. तत् न परम अनुग्रह तन्नः. So for us, we feel it is a great anugraha to make the Raja feel happy. Therefore, we have no hesitation at all, but one objection or one request. What is that? Balaha vayam. We are only children. Tulya balaihi kridishyamaha yatha uchitam. We will fight only with the equivalents. Yeah, Balaha, you are so hefty. Therefore, bhavet niyuddham. So, yathochitam niyuddham bhavetu. तो a proper matching होना चाहिए युद्ध में. Like in all wrestling competitions, the 55 kg category, 65 category, 85 ऐसा होता है. अब 85 और 55 करा, 85 वाले इस पे गिरते ही वो मर जाएगा वो. You can see that huge heavyweight wrestlings, 110-20 वाले, उनको देखते तो जमीन ही हिलने लगता है. Have you seen the wrestling competitions in Olympics or Asian Games or in general international wrestling? Not only the Olympic Asian, but every game has its own international sport. Every sport has again international level खेलते हैं apart from all plays together. So it is unmatching, na? So Krishna requestfully says, we are children, it is always better for us you to fight with equivalent. So otherwise क्या होगा कि माँ धर्म अधर्मः स्पृशेत मल्ला सभासदः. Oh Malla, oh dear wrestler, let the adharma of seeing unequivalents fighting touch the viewers. The viewers who are seated, they should not feel the regret or guilt or sinfulness of seeing two unequivalent people fighting. अच्छा नहीं लगता ना. तो let us fight equal people. चाणूर वहाँ से छोड़ने वाला थोड़ी है. चाणूर ऐसे ऐसा न बालः, आई यू आर नॉट ए चाइल्ड ऑफ माखन चोरी एंड ऑल, न किशोरः त्वम, not even a small kishore. But who are you? Balascha, Balinam Varaha. Both of you are the straightest of all the Balavan people. You are not a underestimatable people just by your size. And you only gave the proof some minutes ago only. What is that? Leelaya Ivaha Hataha Yena. By you, very Leela ke roop mein, sportively, you have killed an elephant. What is that elephant? Sahasra Dvipa Sattva Bhrutu, which is having the Bharanam Bhruta Sattva, the strength of Dvipa elephant, Sahasra Hazar. हजारों हाथियों का ताकत वाला एक हाथी को तुमने मार दिया अभी. So Sahasra Dvipa means 1,000 elephants. Sattva Brut means having the sattva or the stamina. That is the power of this Kolaya Peda. Leelaya Hataha. It is killed by you, Leela se only. Without any effort. Play. खेल खेल में खत्म कर दिया. So how can we think that you are child or kishora? Na bala na kishora. Therefore, tasmat bhavadbhyam balibihi yodhavyam. Therefore, by you, powerful people only should fight. Na anayatra vai, anaya means papa. There is no anyaya or papa in this. Because you have proven that you are not less in strength. Therefore, conclusion, Mayi Vikramavarsneya, O Krishna, you attack me. Balena sa Mushtikaha. Let Mushtika Balrama, वो भिड़ जाए और तुम मेरे से लड़ो. इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराण संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे कोलयापीडवदो नाम 340 Now tomorrow we'll see how the yuddha happens in the 10-12 shlokas. Then these two will be finished. Then the other also will come. वो सब भी खत्म. बाकी भाग के जान बचने के लिए जाते हैं. Then comes. This is how this next chapter will contain all these topics. Our purpose is what? Going on increasing in the presence of Lord, our faith, and also power of the Lord. Therefore, He is the only one who is our Ashraya, taking His support. We also, Pushtika Chanuradi, inner and outer Rakshasas, let us eliminate. That's the purpose. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Sri Suta Sharanam Mama. Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Sri Narada Sharanam Mama. Sri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Sri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः ममा मुञ्चत कर्हिचिद ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कंदः आभासश्च तिरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसेयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्री शुक उवाच Friends, we are reveling in trying to understand in detail and depth the last shlokas of teaching guidance given by Guru Shukadevji to Parikshitji and all of us, mainly not only to cross this Kaliyuga Prabhava, but also to, as a sadhana, what sadhana to be done to reach to the ultimate. Every shloka is so sweet, so wonderful. We were doing our best to analyze them, pausing, begging, requesting the Devatas, Rishis, and Guru and Bhagavan that let this knowledge get deeply embedded and rooted in us so that that knowledge only we live in our life. May we also have the strength drawn from the inspiration derived from having this knowledge deeply embedded in our heart so that without worrying about small little difficulties, we intensely, relentlessly do the needful sadhana to invoke Bhagavad Kripa for our bhakti as well as mukti. So let us once more chant this portion, nothing wrong, just enjoy 43 to 52. We will start seeing the meaning from 45 onwards because those two we have exhaustively seen. Om अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच कलौ न राजन् जगतां परं गुरुं त्रिलोकनाथानथ पादपङ्कजं प्रायेण मर्त्या भगवन्तम् अच्युतं यक्ष्यन्ति पाषण्डविभिन्नचेतसः यन्नामधेयं म्रियमाण आतुरः पतन् स्खलन् वा विवशो गृणन् पुमान् विमुक्तकर्मार्गणौ उत्तमां गतिम् प्राप्नोति यक्ष्यन्ति न तं कलौ जनाः पुंसां कलिकृतान् दोषान् द्रव्यदेशात्मसम्भवान् सर्वान् हरति चित्तस्थः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः श्रुतः संकीर्तितो ध्यातः पूजितश्चादृतोऽपि वा नृणान् धुनोति भगवान् हृस्तो जन्मायुता शुभं यथा हेम्निस्थितो वह्निः दुर्वर्णं हन्ति धातुजम् एवमात्मगतो विष्णुः योगिनाम् अशुभाशयं विद्याधव प्राणनिरोधमैत्री तीर्थाभिषेकव्रतदानजप्यैः न अत्यन्तशुद्धिं लभतेऽन्तरात्मा यथा हृदि स्थे भगवत्यनन्ते तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन् हृदि स्थं कुरु केशवं म्रियमाणो ह्यवहितः ततो यासि परां गतिम् म्रियमाणैरभिध्येयः भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः आत्मभावं नयत्यङ्ग सर्वात्मा सर्वसम्भवः कलेर्दोषनिधे राजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत् कुरुते यत् ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तद्हरिकीर्तनात् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे तृतीयोऽध्यायः। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As we were discussing last couple of days, most important, relevant, profound, useful, beautiful, complete are these teachings or the knowledge or instructions or guidances, etc., given to us by Shukadevji. Let us value them, respect these teachings maximum. If we have not valued Upanishads and all of them for various reasons, never mind, ये वाला पोर्शन को तो जरूर, बहुत बहुत important. So that 43rd we have seen, 44th we have seen. What is said here in the 44, if you want to see, कि यन् नामधेयं म्रियमाणः आतुरः पतन स्खलन वा विवशः गृणन् पुमान् विमुक्त कर्मार्गळ उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति. To that Lord janaah na yakshanti kalau. If at all they do the yakshanti upasana puja of that Lord, Kali will not come to trouble them. Okay. So here therefore main point is what? Namadeyam. भगवान का नाम का गुणन लेना. अब देखो, whatever the lifespan we have now further, we don't know. It can be maybe only 2000 years we will live or 200 years, 20 years, 50. जितना भी हो, how many big activities we have in the world given to us by the Lord. बड़े बड़े projects दिए गए क्या? देख लो, दिया गया तो I can't say anything. But if not, then why not let us take up a big activity? That big activity is what? In a big way, day in and day out, fill our heart with Bhagwan's नाम. पागल बन जाए हम भगवान के नाम लेने में, कि इतना सारा नाम ले लेके भगवान को यू हैव टू मेक परेशान, that he will ask you what you want. इतना नाम लेके बुला रहे मुझे, हमको मोक्ष चाहिए, आत्मज्ञान चाहिए, आपका दर्शन चाहिए, ठीक है ले लो, ऐसा करके भगवान देना. This nama alone protects us from creating new asanas. This nama alone makes us divinely powerful to protect ourselves from any inevitable prarabdha of this life. This nama filled in our heart alone makes our further lives also more and more spiritual. Right from the beginning. Let us not therefore even one moment also waste in the Rajoguna or the Tamoguna. Go on chanting the name of the Lord like a pagal. Why I am saying like a pagal? कोई बंदा किसी भी चीज पे पागल होता है ना, वो छोड़ता नहीं. Like your children becoming pagal of the cell phones, and you become pagal of the TV, and I become pagal of studying Shastra. है ना? पागल की तरह जो पागल होता है छोड़ता नहीं. Let us become like that in taking the name of Lord. Continuously, नित्य निरंतर रूप. क्लास होते ही start taking the name of Lord. Only that. उसी में so much done that it becomes one with our every layer of personality. सारे पंचकोशों में भगवान का ही नाम होना चाहिए. Arjunas, Gopikas, Naradas, Prahladas, they are at that level of life. And Puja Gurudev and all, we have seen umpty number of times. The moment Yajnakshala mein yajna ho gaya, immediately jumps into Krishna, Krishna, or Om Namah Shivaya. He will not allow his chitta to get distracted with anything. They are always in divine namasmarana all the time. And the moment when it is required for outside to respond, they come here, respond, whatever to be done, again back to their own namochara. Namasmaranadanyobhayam naivashyamo bhavatarane. So what is simplest sadhana? And we already studied in Yoga Darshanam and all. Day after tomorrow we will see, or maybe 3 days after. We have to finish the 2 types of Asampajñata Samadhi tomorrow, day after. Then day after we will see the discussion about Ishvara Pranidhana. In that Nama Ucharana only told even in the Yoga Darshanam for Chitta Vritti Nirodha. नाम लेकर कितने लोग ने भगवान को पाया, संसार को त्याग लिया. नाम नाम भगवान का नाम. इन ऑल नॉर्थ इंडिया इसी है. नाम लिया क्या, नाम दिए क्या गुरु महाराज ने, ऐसे ही बातें होते हैं वहाँ. अमृत चखना और नाम लेना. That nama is mantra diksha in the traditional language. Okay, the mantra depending on the disciples, Guru gives. किसी को वेदांत मंत्रोपदेश will give, किसी को पौराणिक मंत्रोपदेश will give. That's how he knows who is to be given what. They are all पक्कड़ मास्टर्स वो लोग. हमको उसे पकड़ कर करते रहना है. नाम स्मरण. क्लियर? ये तो बात पता चला इस दूसरे श्लोक से. So here it says म्रियमाणः at the time of death. Patan falling, Skalan slipping, Vivashaha in any helpless condition. Take the Lord's name. Here we can all these things talk about generally, let us say death only. Priyamana is common death. Generally, बूढ़े हो गए, बिड सर पे है, भगवान का नाम लेते लेते शरीर छोड़ दिया, तो we reach to उत्तम गति. All our karma samskaras are burnt. This shloka is the pure replica of what is said in 8th chapter of Gita. Okay, what is that? Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. नहीं. अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः. अंतकाल, इसको इंतकाल बोलते हैं. अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन्, मुझे ही स्मरण करते हुए, मुक्त्वा कलेवरम, leaving the body, ya prayati, leaves the body, sa madbhavam yati, you will reach me only, na atra samshayaha, there is no doubt. Therefore, Briyamanaha, general common old age death. Patan, falling, slipping and dying, falling and dying. 10वां मंजिल से गिर के मरा, पतन, और हेलीकॉप्टर क्रैश हो गया. स्खलन, स्लिपिंग इन द वैली while going to some yatra. These are the ways the people die. Then another one is what? Vivashaha. Vivasha is like this earthquakes and all, where you are alive but your sound cannot go to others. You have the no food to eat. What to do? Vivasha है वो. Even पानी में डूब रहे, पंडुब भी डूब गई, है ना? विवश कहते हैं उसको. और मे बी इन फॉरेस्ट फायर्स एंड ऑल, हेल्पलेसनेस. सो पतनम, स्खलनम, विवश, विवश में सब आ जाते हैं. Accidents and all unknown ways. In any of these cases, when we are dying, take the name of the Lord. Vimukta karma argala. All the karma kiwad, सब से हमको छुटकारा मिलेगा. उत्तमाम गतिम प्राप्नोति. One reaches to उत्तम. That much is the power of the name of the Lord. But in Kaliyuga, people don't believe it, don't like it, talk negative about it only. Except that they put every other efforts to survive. No, after listening this, every hospital निरंतर भगवान का नाम चलते रहना है. In that small sound, Om Shri Ram. सुनते सुनते उनको, either if they have to live, they get energy and come back. If they have to die, they are taking the name of the Lord and they get mukti. But then, ऐसे भगवान का नाम ले रहे हैं, मतलब मरने वाला है क्या? ऐसे क्यों लगा रहे? How funny we are. We have all the murkha intelligence to avoid good things, doing good things. हाँ, आजकल तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सब इतने आ गए ना. Even in our own house, any elders, grandparents, कोई भी है, even small children, just to keep that ओम ओम नमो, इतने सारे मंत्र वाले आवाज के आते हैं, लगा दो, वो सुनते सुनते उनको एकाग्रता हो जाएगा, भगवान में मन लग जाएगा. I tell you, it is the greatest blessings contribution of my father to me is this only. Early morning, 4 o'clock utkar, he chants Gita, Vishnu Sahasranama, all the Purushanarayan Suktam. He gets up, God Snanam ho gaya unka. We were in half sleep. Unke wo chantings ke karana, we have learned all the shlokas. We never tried. अपने आप आ जाए हजारों 10,008 कितने सारे श्लोक बाय हार्ट हो गए थे, अब भूल गए सब. एनीवे, बाय दैट टाइप ऑफ थिंग, if you are able to see and do the vyakyanam and all that on that, blessings are father because of this. Then Gurudev took up later on the next charge to take care of us. But initially, so that Nitya chanting, Nitya Smarana was the help. And around our houses, there used to be some temples. सुबह 4-5 को ही उठकर some bhajan kirtan. Nowadays, people like Ullu and Buffalo don't sleep up to 1 o'clock, so they can't get up to 9, so they don't want disturbance. Therefore, neither there should be a temple near their house, even if it's there, they should not play any music, any sang bhajan kirtana. If they do it, we go and complain they are disturbing our sleep. And they don't have guts to tell the other fellow to stop, और only our मंदिरों का हम भजन कीर्तन. अब पंडित लोग भी क्या करें, पुजारी, they also say ठीक है, anyway they don't want, they also don't put sound. Slowly, even that slightest, simplest sadhana of effortlessly allowing the Lord's name to enter us, that also we are avoiding. That is the worst of Kaliyuga. I'm telling you practically. I don't know, those who believe it, they are lucky. Highest is what you yourself are doing sadhana. Even higher than that is naturally the Bhagavan's name is coming in your mind. That will come after some lives of practice. If naturally Bhagavan's name is not coming, at least from outer resources, take that help. You know, in our channels like YouTube and all, so many people, so many great, un sabko pranam, have made Bhagavan's Nama Ityadi recorded and they put it there. Such a soothing music के साथ. Somebody has done the ओंकार उच्चारण, somebody has नमो नारायण. अरे इतना आपको घर में मिल रहा है, ये हमेशा चलते रहना है अपने घर में. The divinity, why will it not come? Try that one. विमुक्त कर्मार्गणः उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति. And you don't want to remember that Lord? What is this? बताओ. This is the problem, oh my dear Parikshit, Kali mein in general. But particularly some of those who have the punya to listen to Bhagavatadi, they may start and they will be helped. You can be in one of them. You can be is not to Parikshit addressed by SHUKADEVJI, for all of us we are saying. So likh lena, Nama Smarana. Then the moment you look at it, you will remember. Then even Nama only likh lo. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Is it not? Any number of plays you can play. है ना, आपका घर मानो 20 फुट का लंबा है मानो, तो उधर हरे राम लिखो, इधर ओम नमः शिवाय लिखो, तो इधर से उधर जाने के टाइम हरे राम बोलो, उधर से ओम नमः शिवाय. कुछ भी हो, येन केन प्रकारेण हरे स्मर्तव्यः, भगवान स्मर्तव्यः. Our chitta filled with so many negative thoughts is the enemy to us. Atma eva atmana bandhu, atma eva atmana ripuhu. How to remove all that kachara? Only by the pavitranam pavitram eva mangalanam cha mangalam. The pavitra mangala Bhagavan Nama only. No, see, our misfortune is what? Theoretically we know all that. Practically even the simple sadhana also we don't do. That much careless or lazy we are. Or any other reason we don't know. Keep target. I was telling you from beginning, last 3 years especially. Go on taking the name of the Lord so much throughout the day. Our programs are only 3. One is regular classes and Mananam Chintanam. Second, your daily maintenance, what is to be done. Third is always reveling in Bhagavan. लगाओ टारगेट. ओम नमः शिवाय 5 लाख, ओम नमो नारायण 5 क्या मतलब, जितने अक्षर है उतने लक्ष्य बोलते हैं, अक्षर लक्ष्य. तो ओम नमः शिवाय षडाक्षरी तो 6 लाख, ओम नमो नारायणाय अष्टाक्षरी 8 लाख, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय द्वादशाक्षरी 12 लाख. करते जाना. क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा, नुकसान नहीं होगा. ओनली वी आर फिलिंग आवर हार्ट विद भगवान्स नेम. Then I तो strongly believe that if our this taking name of the Lord is so strong and powerful devotional, Bhagwan's one halka sa jhatka kafi hai, that is called as clicking. He will make it click that all the struggle of our studying Vedanta, Upanishad, Panchakoshatita, Brahma Tattva, वो सब झट सर हमको समझ में, एक क्षण में हमको समझ में आ जाएगा. Even the struggle of trying to understand what is Sampragnata Samadhi, what is Asampragnata Samadhi, what is Videya Prakritilayanam Bhava Pratyaya, what is Shraddha, Virya, Shruti, Prajna, Puraka, Itaresham. We are struggling to even understand the meaning of the words. भगवान की कृपा हो गई ना, everything becomes an open slate, crystal clear. The best example is what we saw in the 10th skanda 7-8 days back, that when Akruraji took bath in that Yamuna, Inside, has he not seen Bhagwan's entire darshanam? He need not study Shastra, struggle, all that was not required. Bypass. He had that bhakti to Bhagwan while going and while fetching him, that pure devotion. That was enough for the Lord to be pleased. Only Aisa Anugrah Kardi. Okay, darshan. Bhagwan darshana is not impossible if Bhagwan blesses us. Without his blessing, it is any number of lives. We go on struggling. Our life of spirituality is crests and troughs. Crest एक मूड अच्छा होता है, अच्छे होते हैं सत्वगुण में, फिर 10 दिन तक राजस एंड तामस. अगेन सत्वगुण 15 मिनट के लिए क्लास में आते, लाइक यूट्यूब पीपल 1 मिनट 2 मिनट फिर भाग गए. Without God's grace, life is like that. But His grace is there. Not even need to do long heavy sadhana. उनकी कृपा हो गई तो बस दर्शन हो जाता. Believe in that. So this is the powerful instruction from this 44th shloka we can carry. Much more. That's what I said. Every of these shlokas are reminders of what we have heard so far but forgotten. And they are the essential important things for us to remember and become stronger, at least now in our convictions to do these sadhanas. Looking simple. So, yan namadheyam riyamanaha आतुरः पतन स्खलन विवशः गृणन पुमान विमुक्त कर्मार्गणः उत्तमां गति प्राप्नोति तम न यक्षन्ति कलौ जना. So that is what they are not remembering. That's why Kali is entering. Keep on taking Lord's name, डर जाता. You know, in that beginning Mahatmya, we saw how beautifully Shaunakaji was told by Sutaji about Bhagavan Nama. You remember that? When in Kaliyuga, Bhagavan's Nama is taken, all the Kali Durgunas will run away, just like when the lion roars, how the jackals, etc. run away. Simha Shabdat Vruka Ivaha. Do you remember that? Long back we saw. With the Simha Shabda, how the Vruka run away. In that way, the Lord's name, the Kali doshas will run away. It is there, you can see in the initial shlokas. Simha Shabdat Vruka run away. Believe in that. Let us start doing it. Okay, that is the beauty of this shloka. Now comes some essential things. From here onwards, if you observe that this Bhagavan's Rupanamadi should not be only at the outer surface level temporarily. They have to be practiced to such an extent that they have to enter into our hearts. How to make all that will be the theme now discussion. But if you see shloka number 44, 45, if you have book, I know some of them you have, many don't have. Those who have, you look at 45, Chittastaha, likha ki nahi, second line. 46, Hrutstaha, likha ki nahi. 47, Atmagataha, likha ki nahi. 48, Hrudistaha, likha ki nahi. 49, Hrudistaha, likha ki nahi. You are observing or not? That is what we have to observe. That's why I am saying the importance of these shlokas. These shlokas tell us something important, which we were not knowing only because of not having no capacity, but inadvertence, carelessness. Kali Yuga का सबसे दुर्गुण क्या है? Being careless about our own welfare because we are careless about spirituality. Or the conversely, being careless about spirituality, therefore we are careless about our own welfare. That is the Kali's सबसे बड़ा problem. वन बाय वन वी विल सी. एक श्लोक आज और टच करेंगे, उसका एलाबोरेशन कल. व्हाट इज सेस? पुंसाम मीन्स ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. कलि कृतान दोषान. Of the human being, all the doshas which are done by him, though he doesn't want, but forced by the Kali because he is in the Kali Yuga. Like in a gross level, you are in an office for your survival, then you are forced to do the work by the officer. If you like the job, it is okay. Many a times out of पेट के वास्ते हम काम करते हैं, even if they don't want. Like in the gross world, sometimes we are forced to do. So in the subtle world, the Kali Yuga has its own negative power, negative things to be done, that forces us powerfully to do these negativity by us. Ek to because of our own durgunas we have born in Kali Yuga. Second is Kali has its own durgunas. It will force us to do that. Dosha, कुछ करना पड़ता है. Like, in the cold winter places, you can see some of the people, they having that BD and all. Why do they have force? Because there's such a cold weather. To protect from it, you take it. नींद नहीं आती है तो आर्मी में, बॉर्डर्स में वो लोग उस ठंड से कुछ ऐसे जो करते हैं जो नॉर्मली नहीं करना चाहिए. I'm just giving an example how Kali makes us do the dosha. That doesn't mean we justify the dosha or we blame the Kali. Is it not? That should not be the wrong way of understanding. The dosha should never happen. That is basic. उसको हमेशा intact रखो. So, pumsam of you and I human beings, Kali krutan doshan. The dosha which we are made to do by the force of Kali, outer and inner, ki, and where are these Kali kruta doshas? Please remember, three places are told. Dravya, Desha, Atma Sambhava. The Kali doshas are there in the Dravya, the variety of the objects, etc. The Kali doshas are there in the Desha, the different places. Dravya means what? That object itself has the terrible Kali dosha. When you are exposed to that, we are caught. So in the Dravya, especially come the drinks and non-veges, etc. There's a Kali is there very much in them. When they are seen, when he is tempted, when he consumes, he becomes Rajasic and Tamasic, then he makes all the criminal activities. He does all crimes. That's called a Dravya, inspiring us to do the dosha. Inspiring in sense, negative word we have to use, propelling us to do the Kali Dushta Karma. So Dravyo mein bhi dosh hai. What is the meaning of it is what? Very less of propaganda of the sattvika food etc. is done. More and more of rajasic is done. I am talking out of dravya, only one thing called as food. In dravya, the food comes, the drinks come, the type of dresses we wear, the type of TV programs we see, the type of songs we listen, the type of objects we keep in our house, the type of discussions we do with the people. All of that is called dravya. Hundreds of them. So, dravya sambhava kalidosha. How many of them? So, one thing we are talking about the food. So, the food, if this type of taken, definitely our mind is disturbed by rajas and tamas and it invokes all negativities. इसलिए आहार शुद्धौ सत्व शुद्धि an example. So, dravya sambhava kalidosha one. Second, desha sambhava kalidosha. The places. Those places, one by nature, second by the inhabitants there, is impurified. This is a very difficult topic. They're all. No, I can't explain to you all this in detail. In any of the desha, if something non-positive has happened in the past, those vibes will be there. That is why when you go to that place, the mind gets disturbed. Naturally, the good temple when you go, even our mind is otherwise Kali, something sattvic happens or not. So too, even I am sattvic minded. If I am exposed to any of the bhoga sthala, is not mind agitated? That's called a desha. The deshas two type are in the present only the desha is like that. Second is what? The desha was inhabited by non-positive in the past. So that desha gathers that vibrations. Dangerous, very terrible. These are very sublime things. I tell you, if I tell you, you get frightened and all. Like there's a place, a lot of slaughtering is happening of animals. अब उसको हटा के वहाँ कोई बिल्डिंग बनाए मानो, उस बिल्डिंग में हर दिन लड़ाई झगड़ा होता ही रहेगा between the people, because that is the place where all that has happened. That is why in all the graha nirmana, first the sthala shuddhi is done. First of all, the Jyotishi ji, if he is very intelligent, he will be knowing not only Vastu Drishti, but in the subtle Drishti also. He knows this house has got, or this land you have taken has got all the negative vibrations. Do all this Shanti for 10 days. Then that negative goes away. That's the first Sthala Shuddhi is done. Then we are ready to make our house, etc. And all this not followed, you just make the house. Even after that, Pandit ji bolte, thoda karo shanti, hum nahi karte hain. And then that's how all negativities happen in that desh. बगल में नहीं होते, इधर ही होते। And we think that the sentiments are women's are only imagination. No, no, no. भगवान ही यहाँ लिख रहे हैं साक्षात सुखदेव जी, देश संभव कली दोष होते हैं. Therefore, in fact, in general, we have to protect ourselves from such deshas. Don't go to those places where Kali is invited. बहुत मुश्किल, बहुत important है. And thank God you are kept yourself busy in all the classes. Even I am also. कोई मौका ही नहीं है मेरे को, सीढ़ियाँ उतर के 2 महीने हो गए मुझे. कहीं जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं. Bound in this desha. But we are taking Lord's name, at least थोड़ा प्यूरिफाई हो रहा है इधर. पता नहीं पहले क्या था. Third one is Atma Sambhava. Atma Sambhava means at the body, laziness, the sense organs attraction, mind level always worries, fears and desires and all. Intellect level only always that feeling of Vishada. These are all the Kali doshas, which we'll talk in exhaustive list tomorrow. But point is what all these Desha Dravya Kala created Kali doshas. What happens here? Ki Sarvan Harati. All of them are Harita, removed, destroyed. By whom? Chittastaha Bhagavan Purushottamaha. If that Bhagavan Purushottama is made to be stationed in our Chitta, he will remove all these Dravya Desha Atma Sambhava, all Kali dosha. अब इसको कैसे साइंटिफिकली प्रूव किया जाए? दिस आर ऑल फेथ बेस्ड. साइंस इटसेल्फ आल्सो इज फेथ बेस्ड. इसमें कोई प्रूव करने का नहीं होता, करो तो प्रूव अपने आप हो जाता है. यू अंडरस्टूड? देयर इज नथिंग टू प्रूव, यू डू, दैट इटसेल्फ गिव्स द प्रूफ. इट्स पर्सनल. है ना, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पकड़ लो तार को तो ऐसा शॉक लगता है, ऐसा कोई प्रूव करने का नहीं होता. वो जिसने पकड़ा उसको लगा. एंड नोबडी कैन प्रूव यू. इफ यू से नो आई डोंट बिलीव, हु केयर्स, डोंट बिलीव, यू ओनली होल्ड. तब पता चलेगा. सो चित्तस्था भगवान पुरुषोत्तम सर्वान हरति. सी व्हाट ए कंसोलेशन, व्हाट ए सपोर्ट भगवान सुखदेव जी टुवर्ड्स द एंड गिविंग टू अस. द सिंपलर देन द सिंपलेस्ट वन. कीप द लॉर्ड इन योर हार्ट. ही वांट्स टू एंटर, वी क्लोज द हार्ट. And when he goes away, because we never opened out, and that time we open for all the Rakshasas, Dushta Gunas to come in. Then how can we say then Kali will not attack us? Very important shloka. Little more we discuss tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamom. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. ओम भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. देवसहितं प्रचोदयात्. प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणम्. ब्रह्मामि द्यमन्त्यं तमानि अत्र हीरानन्दर्शयामि. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन्मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल. ओम भक्तजनाधार कृष्ण परमदयावार्धे कृष्ण मुक्ति संदाय कृष्ण मूर्ति मंगलम गीतामृदात कृष्ण. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं हेमा विश्वो भान्तु तमेव भान्तमन्भासरं सवास. नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेव तन्नो विष्णुः. व्यासाय विष्णुपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय योगीन्द्राय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय ब्रह्मरूपिणे संसारदर्पणष्टम्यो विष्णुरात्ममूर्छित. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. बोल श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंद. थैंक यू. So, Namaka Mahima we chanted. So, let us take Sri Krishna Nama 108 times and ask him to protect us, bless us. Krishna 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 Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 11-12 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda Hare Govinda. 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 Govinda Hare Govinda Hare Govinda Hare Govinda. Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam 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 Govinda Hare Govinda. 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 Thank you. We'll do our Bhagwan's Rama Katha also for some time. देखो क्या भाग्य है, कृष्ण कथा राम कथा डेली वी आर लिसनिंग शिव जी के मुखारविंद से.